Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight, it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you.
That's right. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. It's the Wednesday show. We're going to do something we haven't done in a while. It's the open live. The open live means todas las llamadas. We're getting calls. Anyone that wants to jump in on the panel. There's a lot to talk about. But this time I want to answer any kind of questions that come in. Gracias to all the day wonders. Let's go through some formalities. I see the raza's already deep in the comment section. So do me a favor, though. That's all I ask. One single thing. Hit that like button. If you don't know how to do it, I'll let you know. On your phone, you hit the X, the chat will disappear just for a second. The video still stays on top. And then there's that pinchy thumbs up button. Do your boy the favor and just hit that thumbs button. That lets YouTube know who you're rocking with. You enjoy the conversation. But anyways, enough of that. Gracias to all the day wonders. Gracias to everyone in the members only. The members only, you already know who you are. The backbone of the community. We have a good old time in the members only. What we do in the members only, well, there is all the back in the day stories, all the tough guys, all I was eating bullets for breakfast and all that other shit is inside the members only. But the biggest perk that the members only have is that they get VIP access. VIP access to what? I'll show you. The middleweight strap is on the line.
I'm just calling for the knockout, and I plan to follow through with that knockout.
It's all been talking about knockout. Come knock me out, homie.
Don't miss out, because April 27th, I'm sending him back to the commentary booth with Mikey.
I'm a good sportsman, you know. I'm going to keep it respectful, and I'm going to help him out of the ring, you know what I mean? After what I do to him.
You come out how you did it in that last fight you had. It's going to be a short night for you.
You're going to get an ass whooping.
Well, my. Someone's gonna get an ass whooping. Actually, la verdad, gente, es que yo presiento que I think someone's gonna get an ass whooping. I think someone might just leave on the pinchy stretcher. I don't know. Usually we get, a nurse or a doctor and they just sit eating tacos the whole pinchy pelea because usually people don't get knocked out. Now, that's in the amateurs. That's when you got headgear. Here, this is like a semi-pro fight. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Anyone that fights on Content Creator Series of Fighting, this is like a semi-pro fight. O sea, there's no headgear. You're putting it all on the line, man. So my salute to anyone that pulls up and gets inside the ring on Content Creator Series of Fighting, April 27th at 7 o'clock, raza. I appreciate all the support that's coming in. Because of the support from the last show, we got this show. We got August already booked. Maybe we'll talk about that right now. We got August already booked. We got November in the works. That's the huge one right there that people want. People can't wait for Paradigm and Stories to get in there and handle the bad blood. I can't wait neither. This is a great way just to show we're on some grown man shit. This is what we do. If there was bad blood, any words said in the past, well, hey, how about we set an example that we pulled up? We can handle, run our business, and then after that, we can have a beer after. But anyways, gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. All the Chicano channels, you know who you are. Here's a Chicano channel right here. One of my members, man. Gracias. I appreciate you. The after party. When all the clubs are closing at 3 a.m., Foom's just waking up to start the party. So tap in with one of my members right there, man. Gracias to you, Foom. I appreciate your apoyo siempre, carnal. The link's in there if anyone wants to call. If not, it's going to be Witere. It's all to the gravy. Orale Lonely, Getting Mo, G, Little Mike. Man, we can go on East Bay, NorCal. Orale, that's right. I said, my boy, how you been, cabron? But anyways, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. So it's the open live. Here is open topics. It's open topics. Anyone wants to call, we'll put the phone number up. I did jump on a little bit early, but just because I got ready early, cabrones. No, I'll tell you why. I jumped on a little bit early. Right now, if you didn't know, once a month, I end up doing a 72-hour fast. I do this once a month. I'll explain why too. So usually before the studio, I just turn on the lights and everything I got to do in here, right? And then I usually just, take a break, go outside, and you know what I mean, take a break, right? I take a break outside, trip out on the phone, see who's on, etc. Since I'm not taking that because I'm on a 72-hour fast now, I decided to jump on a little bit early. Now, let me tell you, there's a lot of benefits. This 72-hour fast. What is a 72-hour fast? Well, it's basically only water for 72 hours. I started yesterday, this fast. Huge benefits. I'll get into the benefits right now. And so it's 72 hours from the last meal that you had. So to me, I started the fast yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and eat. The next meal I'm going to have is going to be on Friday. Okay. That'll be 72 hours. It could be more than 72 hours. Huge benefits to the body. Absolutely huge benefits to the body. First off, a lot of people didn't know this, man. Your organism, right? Your blood cells, the white cells, right? That's what fights everything, right? That's what combats all the sicknesses y todas las chingaderas that come against us. And some are just like colds and flus and fevers, but I'm talking about even the major sicknesses. I'm talking about if you get diagnosed with diseases or even the C. You know what's a trip? I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna keep dropping I think that's a troll. Is that a pinchy troll? I don't even know. Okay. Anyways, my wrenches are wrenches, so they know who to get rid of or not. That's why I pass out wrenches, mostly to the ladies. The 72-hour fast, 24 hours into the fast, 24 hours into the fast, okay? Your system, your cells, it's called cell autophagy. The cells regenerate. It starts cleaning out all the dead cells. And trust me, we got dead cells everywhere, all up in our organisms, all up in our pancreas, all up in our intestines, in our skin, etc. 24 hours. Okay, but that's not the magic number. So 24 hours, cells regenerate. 48 hours. This is the magic number. This is a lot of people can't get to this number. I know it's hard, cabrones. I know it's hard. I'm used to it because of boxing. 48 hours into the fast is the magic number. Why? Because at 48-hour mark, again, I'm talking about con agua. At the 48-hour mark is where your immune system reboots itself. Your immune system resets itself. Now here, I'm going to throw this out there. A lot of people that get sick, a lot of people that the cold, it overtakes their body for 2 weeks. They don't know why. What you need is your immune system rebooted. Okay, that's the first magical thing that happens at the 48-hour mark at a 72-hour fast. The second thing that happens, the colon gets cleansed. You know how many products there is out there? Colon cleanse and drink this and 7 days of vinegar, 7 days of nothing but honey and lemon or whatever, right? You don't got to spend a dime. You just got to have the willpower to do what I'm telling you. At 48 hours, your immune system reboots itself and the colon gets cleansed. Now, why can't the colon get cleansed? I don't believe on taking vinegar or oil and all that. It's because you keep consuming food. So every time you keep consuming food, instead of your body fighting el desmadre and the mugre inside, parasites, sicknesses, diseases, whatever you want to call it, instead of it fighting the diseases, guess what it has to fight? It has to fight the number one, the Big Mac meal that you just bought at McDonald's. And then at lunch, it has to fight the pizza. O sea, constantly cleaning your system out is why your immune system can never get to cleaning the organism out. It just has to fucking fight all the food all the time. Again, this is from Dr. Orale Chicano Express. That's right, my boy. That's right. Why don't Chicano Express have a ranch, cabron? Why don't you have a ranch? I've seen you a couple times, man. I rock with you. I fuck with you, Chicano Express. Give me a second, cabron. My bad. Okay, my page. Open Talk Live. There I am. All right. Chicano Express. All right. Wonderful. Beautiful. So the 72-hour fast, I'll leave that up. I'll answer it right now. So that's what I'm on right now, right? I do it once a month. So at the magic number, gente, the magic number is 48 hours. The immune system reboots itself and the colon finally gets cleansed. Most of those dead cells at the 24-hour mark are out the window because now you're telling your body, fight what shouldn't be in my body. You get to 72 hours, it's a complete reset. Complete reset happens. So I do this once a month. I don't even know if I've ever put this out there. I just do it. Actually, I'm waiting for Miss Chicano Tube to come back. When she gets back on there, she's been busy. She's been shooting weddings. She's all over the place, right? She's very, very busy. The beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot DP. Okay. Mi amor. So when she comes back, because she's into total holistic. O sea, someone gets sick in the family right here. We don't run to the pharmacy. We throw shit in the blender. We start taking teaspoons and stuff. That's how we roll. She's totally into holistic living, herbs, remedies, frequencies, other things. We're the yin and the yang. That's what makes the Chicano Hour great. So she just was booked all the way from the last Chicano Hour in March through April. She'll be back in May or maybe sooner than that, okay? But then we'll have something for the Raza gente that I believe will be substantial that you guys can go back and listen to, and I'll leave it up. Will it get a lot of views? I don't give a shit about views. I never give a shit about views, subscribe. And I got a story that kind of will prove my point. Someone tapped in with me, and I respectfully declined, and I'll get to that in a little bit, okay? Not right now. I'll get with other motherfuckers will be like, what? You don't want to bring them on? You don't want to collab? Again, this ain't for views. This ain't for likes. This ain't for nothing else. This is for the raza. You know, being called Chicano Tube on YouTube is a serious responsibility. You know, I just can't have anyone coming over here, especially for clout or numbers. I ain't going to be like American Cholo and starting fake beefs. Hey, West Coast, shove me during the live, and then that's going to be my video, and everyone's going to tune in, and I'll get numbers. I thought you didn't need the money. Oh, but what you did need is attention. I don't know. Let's leave that alone. Anyways, 72-hour fast. Yep, that's happening right now. Complete reset, and it's crazy. This is what I want to mention. One more thing, too, and then I'll get to your question. Pinche Chicano Express. That's right, my boy. Shout out to Chicano Hollywood also también, man. That cabron. I want to see if he can come on the channel, educate the people about filmmaking, docuseries making, reality TV show making, and give knowledge. Okay, that's in the works. They actually just had a taco mixer yesterday. I'm going to contact him real soon, see when he's free. But anyways, you know what? Let me just answer the question right now. What kind of water? I get bottled water. It should be cleaner than bottled water. Bottled water we think is the cleanest water. It's not the cleanest water. It's not the cleanest water. The cleanest water is it costs $2-3 more. Cheap water's tap, right? On top of that, you have to pay more for what they call water that's filtered, which is in these bottles. But it's not the cleanest water. The cleanest water is going to be alkaline water. Alkaline water, okay? That's like going to Whole Foods and you're spending $4 or $5 more instead of looking for the cheapest place to get your groceries. You know, you got to go to a place like that has that. But after 72 hours, I feel great, gente. You're not gonna believe how you're fasting, you're starving your body of nutrients, It's combating all the cochinera that needs to get out in your colon, in your intestine, in your skin, period, whatever needs to come out. And you have more energy. That's a trip. It's because those what it uses is what's called ketones. It uses the ketones for energy. When before, what it used to use is the glucose. It used to use the glucose in your body for energy. What's the glucose? That's the garbage that's inside carbohydrates. That's the number one at McDonald's. I ain't knocking anybody. You want to eat the number one? Eat the number one at McDonald's all you want, cabron. All you want. Again, I'm going to drop the link. If anyone wants to come on in there, or anyone wants to give me a phone call about anything, you already know what it is. Open live. No topics. All right. So yeah, that's the great thing about it. And if you think about it, our ancestors, gente, our ancestors, they were rationing food constantly. Their immune systems were constantly battling sicknesses. I'll tell you why. Were they killing a pinchy buffalo every day? Were they killing a deer, whatever they were hunting, out for the tribe, out for the family? Were they killing that every single day? No. They would kill the spoils and then ration them. In between that time, this is just, you see how God does everything perfect? The design of God is beautiful. Anyways, in between that time, con no están comiendo, here comes the regenerative system. Here comes what needs to happen inside the body. Now it's just very depressing now. Like when I was in Mex not too long ago, you come back to the United States, y un cochinero de comida all over the place. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's why even people with diabetes, okay, people that have diabetes, okay, this is how curas eso. I'm telling you, this is the cura to everything. What I'm telling you right now. I just looked up Dr. Mindy. I forgot her last name was Pell or Pel or something like that. I just looked her up. I said, you know what? Let me look at that video. I wanted to refresh myself with something that she had said during the water fast. And I went to my TikTok, and guess what? She's no longer on TikTok. They banned her. They banned her. I'm telling you, they're doing this on purpose. Why? They want us to consume the cochineras. Do you wonder why the most amount of pinchy commercials that are on television are what? The hamburger splashing and the cheese running over the edge, the pizza. Why is it that? The people that have diabetes is because they lack insulin in their body. What does the insulin do? It cleanses. It's the glucose. If not, you'll die. You can't have a pinchy glucose coursing through your body and let it overtake you like as if it was blood, which is, like, what is it, like 60% of your body? No, is that water? Water 60% of your body. The blood's like 30, 20. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why people with diabetes take insulin to combat the glucose. I'll tell you what's better. A 72-hour fast. That's a whole lot better. Wait till comments right now.
Robert Anthony.
My brother Robert Anthony, you're live on Chicano Street. What you got to say?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm right here from Chicano Street, live on Chicano headquarters in Salas, man. Talk to me.
Right on, right on. I'm just wondering what's going on with the fight and everything.
Okay, perfect. So let me update you on that. So which fight are you talking about, cabron?
The Cholo Trucker.
Well, you're wondering what's happening. Tickets are still available. The very last tickets, all you got to do is text that phone number right here at the bottom. Okay. The undercard is absolutely stacked. I got 2 fights. I got 3 fights total on the undercard. I got 2 silver glove finalists. Silver gloves means they had to kick everyone's ass in the region to go out of California and compete, out of that. Golden gloves is you have to kick everyone's ass in the nation to get to that final. So I got 2 silver glove finalist fights. 1 silver glove finalist fight, one Golden Glove finalist fight. The co-main event are pros. They're not amateurs. I got a pro featherweight fight for the co-main event. And then here go with the main event. So everything is on track. Nothing has changed, cabron. If you want to see it in person, I don't know if you're close by, but it's in Salinas. It's in Salinas.
Yeah.
If you want to see it in
Okay.
person, you could still purchase tickets at the number below. I thought you were going to ask me about the Paradigm fight.
No. Just about this fight, man. I just found out about it, man. So I'm hoping the date works. When's the date for the fight?
Absolutely. It's the 27th. It's going to be at 7 p.m.
Oh,
Just
perfect.
text me, cabron, and I'll give you all the
I
information
will.
that you need right there at that line that's scrolling at the bottom.
I will do that. Thank you very much, brother. You have a good night, Mike.
Hey, you as well.
All right. Thank you.
Cuídate. Yeah, anyone that wants information, just save Chicano. Just save this number as Chicano Tube on your contacts. Okay, just save this number right here. I pick up the phone, ask people. I pick up the phone. Anyways, that's right. AZ Ruction just stepped in the casa. He says, yo, salute my brother. Much love, my dude. Well, I appreciate you, my boy. Gracias for tapping in right here. The open live. This is the open live. I dropped the link right there. If anyone just wants to call, you can call on in. I think we're wrapping up the 72-hour live. Let's keep it pushing, right? But anyways, that's a great fast. That's exactly what I recommend for anyone that's combating any kind of illness. A lot of people didn't know that. How could your white blood cells fight anything when it's constantly fighting all the garbage that we're putting inside our system? Does that make sense? Our ancestors killing and rationing out the food, and in between that time, they weren't hungry, they weren't starving. God's plan was for the body to regenerate in between that. So, and then again, Dr. Mendy Pale, they banned her. I was like, wait a second, account nothing, with no avatar or nothing. They're hiding the truth from me and you. They're hiding that truth. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't give a shit. They take the channel down. It's gone. We'll come back. My real ones will come back. I'm going to go to the casket giving out this kind of information. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Garcia versus Haney. Let's talk about that really quick, because this Saturday night, I tapped in with Bobby G. Shout out to Bobby G. If you didn't know, Bobby G from Street Pulse Podcast, he's Bobby Garcia. He's related to Ryan. Bobby G. He was actually at Cholo Trucker's first fight. He was the referee for the very, very first fight. So shout out to him. Yes, I'm going for Ryan. He needs the W. He needs the bounce back from that loss, because that last loss, it was bad, gente. It was bad, man. The other youngster, Gervonta Davis, he's an animal, man. He has a crazy story too, man. He can remember when him and his sister were taken from the mom because the mom was on dope and the dad was going to the pen, and they grew up in foster homes. They grew up, all of their growing up was bouncing family to family, family to family. That's crazy, man. So anyways, he hit Ryan and just shut him down. He had to hit a knee and the fight was over. Anyways, so this fight right here, well, for one thing, the tickets aren't selling that much. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. I don't think that's Ryan's fault. I actually think that's Haney's fault. I think that the reason the tickets aren't selling is because Haney is not a real draw. Now, a lot of people compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather. Okay, you can compare him to Floyd Mayweather, but the thing about Mayweather is, why did Floyd Mayweather? Let me see if anyone knows this. Why did Floyd Mayweather not even be a Mexican? Not even be a Mexican. How come in all of his reign, which is after he turned from Pretty Boy to Money, how come he controlled the major Mexican fighting holidays? Can anyone tell me that? Can anyone tell me that? I'll tell you why. Because it wasn't just his superior skills. I'll say, I believe that God created that man to be a boxer because the science is very technical. It's like, it's more than 100% technical. I don't even know if you can. Floyd's boxing is 150% technical. I know it doesn't make sense, but those that know. That's how he's a master technician. It wasn't because his superior skills. It's because whether you hated the dude or whether you love the dude, whether you want to see him get his ass kicked or you want to see him knock the other guy out, you bought the pay-per-view. And so why was Floyd able to make $350 million in one night? Well, he used to always post $350 million for 60 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever it is, ridiculous amount of money. It's because you hated him or you loved him, but you bought the fight. I did too. He owns Cinco de Mayo. He owns September, La Independencia de Mexico. So I don't think it's Ryan. I think it's Haney that's the problem. That's the reason they slashed the tickets more than 50%. $800 tickets got slashed to $300. The nosebleeds that were $350, $300 got slashed to like $150. It's in Vegas. It's happening. Matter of fact, shout out to Andy Boy, my brother from another mother right here from Salad Bowl Boxing. He was posting. He got tickets to Barbosa, Ralph Barbosa. He was putting them out there. If anyone is in Vegas for the fight and you need tickets to Ralph Barbosa, go ahead and get at me at that number at the bottom, 831-205-1735. And then I can possibly get you those tickets because I don't think I think they were gonna attend and then they weren't. I think they're my boy's gonna go to the Alvarez fight instead. He picks and chooses, cabron. Union money. That's what he says. Bullets 408 says Ryan's hurting the fight. Let me say this. I had said this before, and I don't recant my statement. I don't recant it. If I did, it's okay. I'm here to learn as a human pinchy being. I don't know it all. My position could change if I get revelation later on down the line that I didn't know, right? Before. I don't recant my statement saying it's not typical of Chicanos. It's not typical of Chicanos to cite mental health, you know? And what I mean by mental health, I'm not talking about real mental health. Real mental health, you can tell it exists, right? The gente that are walking down the streets talking to themselves. That's real mental health. A boxer pulling out of a fight, citing mental health, that's questionable. That's questionable to all the pundits. Ryan's hurting the fight. Okay, so he's got a very unique personality. Very unique. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not saying that's a positive. I'm not saying that's a negative. I'm saying that's a fact. That's a fact. He'll whoop your ass if you say anything to his face. That's for damn sure. He'll whoop my ass. But the tweets don't help him. Saying that Devin Haney, I'm going to press charges because it's a hate crime because I identify as a woman. That, stop. Save it. Sorry, my daughter's bringing me in food right now. I'm live, girl. I can't be spitting out food, especially on the Space Ghost Mac. Orale. His you eat it, girl. His personality is just very unique, man. And then he'll post another one. Me and John Jones put us on the same card. 2 cokeheads. The only thing I questioned about Ryan Garcia that I said, wait a second, you're not cut from that cloth, is when he did this. This was something that was very, I believe, very disrespectful to his wife, which is going to be, I believe, if he goes through with the separation, his ex-wife, but they're still married. What I didn't agree with, this is how I knew he wasn't cut from that same cloth. What I didn't respect was the 1 minute he's posting, he's happy, right, on IG, Ryan Garcia. Hey, newborn son, great. The baby's born, all that. 2 hours later on IG, Ryan Garcia, after the announcement of his newborn baby, goes ahead and posts his announcement of his divorce. Not days after that, he's been posting every single week. A new girlfriend, I love her. A new girlfriend, I love her. A new girlfriend, don't make fun of her, I love her. He's been in love 10 times in the middle of this divorce. In that, I don't agree with. I don't align with. And it just has to, again, I'm not in here for likes or views or anything like that. I'm going to tell you right now a Swifty Blue story. that is going to solidify. Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Hate me, like me, it is what it is. I'm always going to tell the truth. I'm always going to keep it real. I just don't agree with that. Period. Because that's basically shitting on his wife. Shitting on, and while he's going through the divorce, I love her, I love her. And then everyone he's posting that he loves they're all Instagram models. So is that really love? Or is that your glasses are superficial and you're only looking on the outside? Because men that desire those kind of women, well, it's a cheap thrill. And then the women that do that, I mean, I'm not judging anybody. The Bible calls the Lord the judge of the universe. He is, not me. But a lot of us seek attention through that aspect. Is that the one you want to say I'm in love with? Again, these are just small differences. As far as his boxing goes, I believe Coach James can go. He was coach of the year, I think it was last year, when he had Spence, Crawford, and the Charlos in his stable. I believe Coach James is a great addition to Ryan if he lets him. Because when you're a superstar, remember, those trainers, they work for you. That Coach James, that trainer, he's not gonna intervene if Ryan really has mental health issues or really needs help. He's just a trainer. He's not there to be his dad. He's getting paid. It's a percentage in the contract. He's getting paid at the end of the day. So don't look for the trainer to intervene. The dad should. People around him should. Hey, you know what? Let's get that pinchy phone out of his hands. Let's get him to stop post. Someone take that phone away from his hands because it's not helping. Again, his personality is unique. Am I saying that he's saying things that aren't true? Oh, I don't know. But when he's talking about the children, I'll tell you, that is 100% true. 100% facts. 100% facts. All right. So anyways, let me go ahead and say, Sylvia Lopez, mi amiga's in the casa. I appreciate you, amiga. There's another Chicana right there. I appreciate you. Gracias for tapping in. Ron Garcia, that's right. HCB Chemistry. He's cooking up the flasks and the beaker. Which was that one cartoon que tenía una pinche caricatura and his name was Beaker? Scooter and Beaker. What cartoon was that? HCB Chemistry. One of them was called Scooter, right? And the other dude was called Beaker. I don't know. Si Se Puede podcast is in the casa. If you didn't know, that's my colleague that's going to be in the commentary booth with me. So go do yourself a favor, hit his avatar and subscribe over to Si Se Puede podcast. Of course, and maybe let me get into the Swifty Blue story. But I said that to say this. That's mostly the channels I align with are Raza channels. Most of them are Chicanos. Not that, the Latinos and everything. Hey, that's great. We got a lot of Latinos. And they're raza for damn sure. They're brown and they're proud. But Si Se Puede podcast. That's a special podcast right there. Mi hermano's going to be right by my side. The suit is sharp, cabron. I seen that suit that you're going to be wearing. But guess what, cabron? You don't want to pull suits, cabron. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. You want to pull suits away? Find out. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's my hermano right there. And then Pastor David Rocha, man, shout out to him, aka Sir Dino. A lot of people are going to be in the building. I don't want to put all their names out there, but a lot of people are going to be in the building for the Cholo Trucker fight, supporting the fight, supporting the promotion, supporting me, supporting Buzz, and supporting Cholo.
Call from
Fernando.
Live on Chicano 2. Fernando, you're on Chicano Street. What you got to say, my boy?
Hey, question. Where is that? I'm looking at Cholo Trucker. Where's that fight going to be?
Sure, exactly. So the fight is going to be in my gym. I guess that's one of the perks of owning a gym. I don't really put it out there. I don't put a lot of videos out there coaching kids or anything like that, but it's going to be at my gym. The reason I do that, well, it saves me a lot of overheads. So it's in Salinas. It's in Salinas, California. The last tickets are still available. If you're interested, obviously you got a GPS how far you are from here. But I got at least 24 people coming from LA.
I'm right here in Los Baños.
Órale, man. No wonder. Yeah. Isn't Los Baños Merced County?
Yes, sir.
That's right, man. You're about a stone throw away. You're just going up and going right in the middle. So, hermano, if you want to attend it, lock that number in at the bottom, 831-205-1735, and get at me, and I'll give you all the 411.
Okay. All right.
Ándale pues, Fernando. I appreciate the call.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, cuídate.
Bye.
That's right. Fernando checking in. Los Baños is checking in, man. Foom got the keys to the county jail in Los Baños, man. Shout out to OG Triple OG. Real quick, let me give an update on OG Triple OG, gente. OG Triple OG, he's maxing and relaxing. He's under the shade. These are cycles. You know what I mean? He's in reality, cabrones. Reality is when you hit the X on the live or close the laptop or shut down the studio, like in my case, and living in the real world. Don't live more on the internet than you do in the real world. That's what I always say. But OG Triple OG, he taps in. He taps in with me all the time. I know OG Triple OG aside this internet stuff. O sea, aside. There are very few people que él confía, and I appreciate his friendship. And so he's chilling. He'll come back. But anyways, he's the one that runs the YouTube yarda. I don't know. Should we talk about the YouTube yarda? Let's talk a little bit about the YouTube yarda. I think it was last week. I don't know what happened. Now I'm caught up to speed. I don't know what happened. I guess there's been beef. There's been bad blood. What else is new with the raza? You know what I mean? We go at each other's throats more than we go at anything. Now, I'll tell you that. And we support other razas quicker than we support each other. Let's just keep that a buck, okay? Because when them cabrones were marching down the street saying BLM, all that shit, the raza jumped in the parade como nada. And then when we need to go and protect the vendor down the street, all of a sudden, 3 people show up. You know, it just is what it is. We're all wired differently. You know what I mean? But we're the best raza, though. We got the best culture. Anyways, anyone that wants to run a fade, all you got to do is get a hold of me at the bottom. If you're not a main event, trust me, we'll make room on the undercard. And like grown-ass men, I didn't know that these things were boiling. I didn't know that these things were already boiling by the time I had all the fellas in the casa for the last fight with EBK and stories written by a current prisoner. Matter of fact, shout out to EBK, man. Shout out with I tapped in with him today, man. Shout out to you, carnalito. ¿Cómo estás, güey? He's doing his thing. He's handling his business. I'm subscribed over there for damn sure. So don't forget to subscribe over to EBK Family Uncensored and to stories written by a current prisoner. I didn't know things were boiling. Obviously, everyone has a different relationship with everyone, right? Other people's problems are not my problems, nor do I want to put more on my plate that I need to. But what I can do and what we can do is capitalize on an opportunity. You want to run the fade? I need both sides to agree. I can't just have one person say, I want to run the fade, and then the other side not run the fade. So if you want to run the fade for what is it called? For grown man's sake, that means we can squash it, run it, throw chingazo. Someone gets knocked out. Hey, pick him up. The other guy gets knocked out. Whoever, pick the other guy up. Let's have a beer after, like grown ass men. That's the only clause I put on that. That's the only clause. When cabrones call me and say, I got to get it in with him. I got to get it in. Well, it's going to die right there. Ahí muere. If not, what's the point? You know, let me tell the Swifty Blue story, though. Real quick. And I'm going to keep it brief. I'm not going to make this whole video. Other guys are probably, you know, I'm not even going to post a clip about it. You know, let me just let you know like this. Swifty Blues manager called me. Respectfully. I respect that gentleman. And for Swifty Blue, come on the platform and participate also on Content Creator Series of Fighting. So obviously, I've been trying to get a hold of people through IG, and I don't know why. I think I know why. They get so many damn DMs. They block their DMs. Can no one send them a message because they get too many damn messages, right? I get that. I've reached out to people, right? I've talked to Milk, Pino, other people, right? Chad, Razor Wire, all this stuff, right? Swifty Blue is obviously very popular, right? He was like what Lefty Gunplay is this year. Swifty Blue was that last year. His manager tapped in. I'm with them right now. Sent me a video. He's with them. I'm not going to go into the intricacies of the details because that's business and we keep business at business. But I respectfully, at this moment, declined. I declined. They're pushing another page and another outlet of media. Great. Hey, subscribe over to Double XL Chicano, gente. Do yourself a favor. They got slappers. Every single video is a music video with slappers. So I'm subscribed to Double XL Chicano. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to say as far as what was discussed with business. But anyways, I respectfully declined because at this moment right now, only YouTubers and influencers are going to fight on content creator series of fighting. And as far as interviews on the channel, if that person is not going to be aligned with unity of the raza, with moving us forward, sharing knowledge and information that's going to level you and me up, then I can't. I'm not going to. I will respectfully at this moment pass. That might have shocked the shit out of them. But that's it at this moment. That's it. And any other person would have been like, the numbers. Lefty Gunplay could call me right now on the live if you want to hear it. If he called me right now, his manager, not him, right? Everyone has a manager. Call me on the live. Hey, we want to collab. I respectfully at this moment pass. Thank you very much. I keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. Get on top, make it to the top. Don't look back. All of that I will tell him, but I will respectfully pass. Because again, if you're not pushing unity of the raza, if you're not pushing things that I'm in line with, I guess that's what I meant to say, I respectfully pass. And these are 10K, now maybe when we get to 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe things might change later. I don't know. It wouldn't be Swifty Blue getting in the ring. It wouldn't be a content creator series of fighting fight. But it would be a special attraction. I just respectfully not at this moment. And I'll leave it at that. Silvio Lopez is laughing. She says, laugh out loud. Mike Wallace says, trip out on those commercials. Yeah. See, what they want you to do is run and grab a pastilla. And and I'm not knocking all doctors. We need doctors, gente. I'm not one of these cabrones. There's a ditch on both sides of extremities. There's a ditch on this side of being extreme, and there's a ditch on this side of being extreme. I'm not one of those cabrones that says, you're sick, don't go run and see a doctor. I've heard some very sad stories of faith-filled people of faith, that instead of taking the child over to the hospital because they have a burning 105-degree fever, etc., because of a message preached behind a pulpit, and maybe we'll talk about rappers turning into pastors. That's been trending. Because of a message preached behind the pulpit, common sense got thrown out the window and the child died. I've heard of that story. It broke my heart, man. That's what made me realize the responsibility of being behind a pulpit and preaching out there. But anyways, I'm not that. I definitely am. If I need to go see a doctor, my children, we will see a doctor, but we run straight. My wife, she'll throw 3 ginger roots inside that blender and throw some kale and throw some other things. And the first thing we'll do is, well, as adults, not as children, is we'll get on that fast. Absolutely. We'll let the body do its part, but we got to enable the body. That's why I'm on this 72-hour fast right now. 72 hours, cabrones. Next meal I'll have is going to be on Friday. It's going to reset the whole immune system, reboot, reset the colon, has so many benefits, kill all of those dead cells and organisms that just have layers and layers and layers on top of our intestines, our colons, because we eat shit. Not literally, but you know what I mean. All right. Anyways, do we talk about Devin Haney and Garcia not selling tickets? I'll put the link up again in case anyone wants to jump on. If not, the phone lines are open. That's not a Ryan Garcia's fault. Oh, shout out to Bobby G anyways. And he'll be at the Cholo Trucker fight, Lord willing. Haney put out a shirt with Ryan Garcia on one knee. That one image of him getting hit. I mean, hit from Gervonta Tank Davis. And on the back of the shirt, he put Devin Haney. He put, he's not raza. Come on now. You know, the same thing. They did that to Henry Cejudo in the UFC. Remember? Because he's Chicano, but he identifies more with the American side, which I totally respect. Cholo Trucker just did a video. I think it was yesterday, the day before. Of course, I'm subscribed over to Cholo Trucker. Shout out to Cholo Trucker. He's about to handle his business. I mean, this is business right here. Man, I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like they're just going to run at each other like it's the back of the handball court. I've seen this fight play out many, many times growing up. I've seen this fight, so that's why I know it's going to be good. Cholo Trucker did a video, and I respect his opinion. Cabron, I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. In my perspective, I round it off though. So, anyways, Cholo Trucker's video, he was talking about this. He was talking about, hey, they put the Mexican flag on me on the poster. Well, first off, my bad. Diablo's in the casa. Mike Wallace, Sylvia, ARC Burqueño, Burques in the casa. That's right, my boy. So, first off, Cholo Trucker was talking about on that video, hey, that's not me. And I don't think that's Buzz. Okay, hold on. He doesn't know. This is the next level of poster making. Gente. This is AI. Okay. What does AI do? He sent me an original photo. Cholo Trucker did and Buzz, right? What does AI do? And again, I'm not the graphic designer. Shout out to King Kong Graphics. Ma. Makes you just want to beat that pinchy chest when you say that. Shout out to King Kong Graphics. That's my graphic designer. If you need any graphic designs, get at me at that number below. Okay, you want to make thumbnails, badass avatars. He made the logo right here. All my thumbnails, all my YouTube banners. You need that. You got a YouTube channel, you're starting it up. Get at me at this number below. I'm gonna hook you up with King Kong Graphics, and it's very reasonable prices. It's not gonna break your bank, especially if you're wanting to do consistent thumbnails. So, anyways, get a hold of me. I don't even know why I mentioned him. I'm already digressing. But anyways, so the poster, so what they do, the AI technology, I had to ask too. I'm like, damn, you made Buzz look like Jason Statham. I mean, no, that's Buzz's face, but now he looks like, Jason Statham, like with the shirt, swole, the brittle, 5 o'clock shadow and all that shit. The AI technology, Cholo Trucker, this is for you. If you're listening in, cabron, you wanted to know why that's not you. That is you. The AI technology scans the person's photo, and makes a better version of them. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a better version. I take that back. I apologize if anyone got offended at that. I'm just saying, look at that. He got the six pack. He got the bricks. He doesn't look like a middleweight. He looks like a light heavyweight. Anyway, and for me, it did that too. But Cholo Trucker was asking about that. But anyways, that's right. Sylvia Lopez, they're trying to kill us with that food. They want us to raise our kids with 20-piece nugget meals. And they're on their way. They're for sure encountering cholesterol at a very young age. That's crazy. What we're doing by not protecting our body, and I'm digressing. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. What we're doing by not watching our health, and let's talk about alcohol maybe and sugar, the biggest killers, maybe, if I don't forget. That we're losing 15 years at least. Studies show we're losing 10 to 15 years of life, gente. 10 to 15 years of life by not dieting and not watching our alcohol and sugar consumption. 10 to 15 years on average, our life expectancy has dropped because we're not doing this. I don't do it because I like it. I don't like it. Just like I don't like working out. Why do I do this? It's because I want to be around for my great-great-grandchildren. I want to be tata. How can I be tata? How can I get to that and growing old in a rocking chair? Like my great-grandparents and grandparents that were old and gray and got to their hundreds and 90s. Just watching it. It's not worth posting nothing but fucking cool stories. Every single weekend, 2 cases of modelos. Las borracheras. It's not worth posting cool stories and living life, or what you call living life. And in the end, you could have been around another 10 years if we just had some sort of discipline. But now I digress. But I appreciate you, Sylvia Lopez. Gracias, amiga. Bigfoot's in the casa. I want a hardcore match with Dan Mermaid. What the world is that? Pinchy Bigfoot, man. Does Bigfoot exist? I don't know. That's some Joe Rogan shit. But anyways, gracias, Bigfoot. I kind of know what that meant. I kind of didn't. But it is what it is. We moved on from that. We moved on from Ryan Garcia, and the tickets are very, very low. But please support the pay-per-view. It's just Devin Haney. He's a defensive fighter, but he's not like Floyd. His shit talking is forced. You could tell. He's trying to talk shit. He's trying to sell tickets. So that's not Ryan's fault. And Ryan's instability on posting, being very unique. I identify as a woman. I'm a cokehead, all that shit. It doesn't help the fight, but that's not for promotion. That's his personal life. And it is what it is. Unless he's trying to come off as some kind of role model or anything like that, let him do what he does, because health is wealth, bro. That's right, man. And Bigfoot, shit, he's probably on an organic diet. All he does is fucking, what does he eat? Bark off trees all day? You know, the shit that comes from the ground. That's the diet our ancestors ate. That's right. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. Bigfoot's laughing. Raza needs to stop eating pork. Orale. Let's talk about that. Raza needs to stop eating pork. Is not good at all. I keep it kosher. Well, that's good. Keeping it kosher is at least getting all the most of the stuff that's banned in other countries, like GMOs and preservatives, are not banned here. You know, are not banned here. A lot of people didn't. The crops that we have here in Salinas Valley, which we export 50% of the nation's crops just in my city. 50. Think about that. 50. It's a $4 billion industry in Salinas Valley. The ag is. We export 50%. Even they fight all the time for this, like city council meetings and advocates. Even those crops over there, they're spraying shit on them. Layers, and here comes the helicopter spraying pesticides, and then spraying pesticides. It doesn't stop anyone from buying it, but why do that? Why can't we be 100% clean? In Mexico, why do you think our grandparents lived to be 100 years old? Why? They didn't spray shit on our crops, and they ate everything that came from the ground. I'm talking about carnes and all that. Yeah, meats too, but I'm talking about no GMOs, no preservatives, none extra. That's what they call organic here, and charge you $4 or $5 more. Over there, they call regular food. Regular food. But anyways, pork is not good. Yeah, red meat. I still lean toward the keto diet. The keto diet is the best. I believe keto diet as a whole is the best diet. Now, some people might say, no, don't eat meat and da. Well, the keto diet is the best diet. What's the keto diet, cabrones? High protein, high fat. Studies have shown that there's the breakdown and assimilation of food inside of our bodies. Those two are all positives. A lot of people, well, what do you mean fat? No, not the wrong fat. The right fat. It's better for you to eat the right fat than eat the wrong carbohydrates. Excuse me. The insulin is what cleans out all that glucose. Carbohydrates are straight glucose. That's all it is. Cleaning it out. But if you eat the right fat, that gives you that's the energy you need and what you need to burn to be productive throughout your day, plus the right protein. So I agree with that, but I believe the keto diet is the best diet, cabron, still. Mystic Max in the casa. Orale, that's right. I send my Mystic Pinchy Mac, cabron. Let's talk about rappers wanting to turn pastors. Randy Jean's in the casa. Mi amiga, there's Randy Jean right there. She's a vibe. Go ahead and hit her avatar. She's got a YouTube channel herself. That YouTube channel is a vibe also, man. Tap in with mi amiga la Chicana, Randy Jean. Lovely. ERC Burqueños, you ain't lying, brother. Sugar is like alcohol in this aspect. There is nothing, absolutely zero nutritional value in sugar and in alcohol. Zero. What does the body do when you consume sugar and alcohol? It has to process that crap out. It has to come out through your pores while you sweat. Your body, people didn't know this. Every time you eat sugar, your body fights to kick it out. That's what I'm talking about when we weaken our immune systems because we're not eating the right thing, we're not dieting, exercising, treating our bodies like the temple of the Lord. It's constantly fighting that. And then when you get a diagnosis, God forbid, when you get a diagnosis that's terminal, that's bad. Let's just say it's a bad diagnosis. Your body can't fight it because we're still, eating cochinada and not letting the body do what it needs to do. Sugar kills, man. It's crazy. The pan dulce. I know how it tastes, cabrones. You dip it inside the abuelita's chocolate. I know. My diet is not perfect, gente. This is what I treat myself to. Birthdays, holidays, 1 day a week to keep my sanity, gente. 1 day a week. And then, since I'm so strict on my diet, that 1 day a week when I eat shit, garbage, I can't even eat all day like I want to. Oh, man. When Sunday comes, I'm going to hit the buffet and hit it. And then your stomach is saying, whoa, we're not used to this landslide of food that you used to eat before when you were unhealthy. So we'll take it, process it out, but I'm stuffed all day, basically. Anyways, I guess we're talking about food because I'm on a 72-hour fast, and a lot of people had asked me about the 72-hour fast and all the benefits. Orale, South LA's in the Casa Cubole, my boy. I'll drop the link one more time. Miss Randy Jean, I appreciate you, amiga. God bless you. God bless the family. Sending many, many, many prayers over there. I mean, I couldn't believe Dr. Mindy Pell or EPL or PEL. I can't believe she got banned. Pretty soon they're going to ban Gary Brecka too. Anyone they can tell you to go away from what's natural, they're going to ban it. They're going to ban it. Now, in me giving this information out, I in no way disrespect anyone. I don't, man. My mother had breast cancer. She was a breast cancer survivor. She got another extra 5 years of life. I believe it was 5 years of life when they removed one of them. And that's a crazy story by itself. I didn't know then what I know now, nor I don't even think I would be able to convince my mother. And this is the right approach to do it. Let God and your body have a chance before you go and do what someone with, could have 10 master's degrees. The most critical thinkers, the most intelligent, highest IQ people in the world, things of faith don't make sense to them. They don't make sense to them. I'm going to give you another story right now. Another story. Maybe this was the beginning. I'm going to tell the story right now. This is the beginning of my wife's holistic journey. I was coming out of Bible seminary, right? I went over to Broken Arrow, a Rhema Bible Training Center in Oklahoma. And I was coming out of seminary, right? Fresh, on fire, like the Human Torch. I mean, I'm on fire, man. I'm laying hands everywhere. I go parking lots, the streets, everyone at work and all that, right? I'm on fire. My son, Mikey, got diagnosed with autism. I never put this out there. My son, Mikey, got diagnosed with autism. Why did we suspect something was wrong? He was almost 2 years old and wasn't talking and he wasn't walking. My son, Mikey, my normal, healthy Mikey that you see in the photos that I post with them. Or you've seen Mikey. He's tall. He's like 6'3". Little Mikey, but, he's bigger than me. So my wife got concerned. He's not walking. He's almost 2. He's not talking. He's almost 2. Serious concerns. Serious. I told this at church, man. I had so many parents coming up after that. And again, just giving them information. I gave them information and you leave it to the Lord and do your part and then let the Lord do his part, right? That's what happened in my case, is all I'm saying. And so I refused to accept it. I said, autism? I said, he doesn't have that. He's normal. What I learned coming out, and this is a word of faith seminary. So word of faith is basically there's a lot of emphasis on faith. Mark 5:23. If anyone will say unto this mountain, moved and be removed and cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart what he says, but rather believes he shall have anything he saith. Bible principle. So they push a lot of Bible verses, right? Faith, faith, faith. My son was almost 2 years old. He's not walking. He's not talking. We went down there. Okay. I took him down there. My wife was, she didn't take him down there that day. I took him down there to see the doctors, right? And the doctors, they put him in a room that was like blinking lights, and they wanted him to put his fingers down on things and whatever they did, right? Then they come back to me, the doctors, and they tell me this. The doctors tell me this. Mr. Diaz, we got a diagnosis here. Your son is on the spectrum. He's low functioning. And in a nutshell, let me just say this. In a nutshell, they said, just get ready to, you're going to get a check the rest of your life. Something like that, right? Like you're going to get a check the rest of your life, and he's in special ed, blah, blah, blah. I stood up again. I'm fresh out of the seminary. I stood up, and this is, faith. I stood up and I said, doctor, I respect what you're saying. And I appreciate your help and wanting to help me in my situation and you analyzing it to the best of your ability. But what you just said, I told this doctor like this. I said, what you just said is not going to happen. That pinchy doctor looked at me like I was a neglectful, negligent, the worst dad in the world. He probably looked at me like, oh, this guy, he's going to be the worst dad in the world. I didn't believe it. So I'm getting up at 4:30 in the mornings. I'm laying hands on my son. I'm praying. I used to pray for about an hour and a half every single morning just to start my day. I would pray for an hour and a half just to start my day on my knees. I would roll off of bed and hit my knees. And then at 4:30 and then 6, start my day. So that mixed with my wife started doing research. She found out about holistic treatments. She found out about cleaning the gut. She found out about the diet. She found out about cutting out all this junk that we don't need. That was the balance that we needed. They had another doctor's appointment not too long later. I think it was the next year. I think they were going to set him up on evaluations, and they were going to start kicking off all these appointments for my son, right? They diagnosed him low functioning autism. Low functioning means not high. High means at least he can talk, take care of himself, clean himself, shower himself. That's high functioning. Low functioning means he's going to need 2-3 people all the time to help him. Low functioning autism, right? I hope the story helps somebody. And if you want to call in, you can call in. My wife, so we had another doctor's appointment, and I went and I took him back. And after they did tests, this is like a year later, a year and a half, like a year and a half later of the strictest diet. I mean, we didn't know how, it was hard. Like we had never cut off drive-thrus, cut off fast food, and stayed on any kind of regimen diet. That same year he got healed is that same year I started boxing. It was like in 2010, about 2010. They went back to the doctors and they came back and they said, well, we just want to let you know we've undiagnosed him. We don't know what. I know what. That doctor's telling me the truth. He doesn't know what. I know what. And of course, the body, taking care of the body. We cut out the crap back then. That's how we knew they just wanted to give us pills and give us a check and not wanting us to research or anything that we would do that's holistic and natural to them was bad parenting, neglectful, negligent. That would have been there. So the doctor came back and said, we just want to tell you this. We've undiagnosed him, blah, 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 blah. We don't know how this has happened. I didn't even tell him anything. I didn't tell him anything. What am I going to tell a doctor? Let him do what he does. He's a professional. He's a professional. I said, thank you, doctor. And guess what? I enrolled my son in public school. And he's been in public school ever since. It's a crazy story, man. God is good. That's what I call a brag on God, man. All right, let's keep it moving. Nowadays, the doctors are the worst cycles. Man, it's crazy. Do you remember John Q, amiga? Sylvia Lopez? John Q. Perfect example of the doctors doing the bare minimum on your health. The bare minimum. You're trusting the doctor. Doctor, what's wrong with me? I'm sick. Let me take this off. Hold on. That was too hot. You're trusting the doctors with your health. I'm sick. You're telling the doctor, find out what's wrong with me. And guess what? Remember John Q? The HMO scandal. What is the HMO? The cheapest insurance you can have. It's the one where it is, I don't know what, $20, $30. It's the lowest insurance because we're always thinking, hey, we don't want that coming out of our paycheck too high. PPO is 120 or 150 or more if you have a family. Perfect example. They're telling him they'll tell you, an HMO doctor, you're fine. Or they'll prescribe some pills. But do you think they're doing full test analysis on every particle of your body? Hell no. Hell no. That John Q story, that's what discovered that. They're not going all the way on our health. It's up to us to research, how do we do this? What's the best practices for us? I'm telling you, it's holistic living. Again, I'm not perfect. I keep my sanity, gente. I keep my sanity. I don't think I'm going to lose 10, 15 years of my life, by eating on birthdays, vacations. You can't diet on vacations, road trips, but that's not cheat day. That's treat day. You do so good that you treat yourself. Looking at it as a cheat day, that's kind of like a negative perspective. Oh, cheat day, cheat. That's a negative word, cheat. How about you replace that with a positive word, treat? This is, I did so damn good all month long. I deserve that Sunday, the birthday party, eat whatever. Blast yourself with Coca-Cola. Whoo, it's going to be a jolt and it tastes good. Let's keep it real. The bad thing about Mexico is that allá in the country of Mexico, every time I go, I never see anyone drinking any water. I only see people drinking Cokes. Brenda Loves in the casa. Brenda La Chicana, I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias. Don't forget to hit that avatar. Brenda Loves got a channel también. Go ahead and hit that avatar. Brenda Loves been a day zeroer. Day negative since I was a Salinas report. Gracias, Brenda La Chicana. I appreciate you. Gracias for always tapping in. This guy says, Dr. saying no such thing as a cured patient. Why? Keep it going. It's crazy because there's been doctors that once they find out the full extent that they can practice medicine on people, have turned in their license. They can't go to bed with their conscience knowing this is not what's going to help people. Have you ever seen those videos of like doctors or nurses? The video says, now that I got fired or now that I no longer work for there, this is what they didn't want to tell you. Look them up. All over IG, all over TikTok. Of course, they ban them. Like I was telling you about Dr. Mindy, I can't even find her no more. I was looking for her little words on the 72-hour water fast that I'm on right now, and I couldn't even find her. She got banned. They took her completely off because she was talking about natural healing. Just by me saying these last two words, maybe this video won't even stay up, but I don't give a shit. Take this channel down. I'm not in here for views or likes. I'm here to give information to the people, man. Denise Castillo. Denise is in the casa. I appreciate you. The wifey says, La Güera. She says, hi, Miss Queen. That's right, queens. They put crowns on other queens, right? They don't tear them down, right? That's what the memes say, right? The women put crowns on other memes. That's right. Miss Chicano 2 just checked in right now, and she said, eat organic meats, cuesta más. But this is what goes in your body. Not just that. You eat the right food, gente, your energy levels go up. Do you ever wonder why you stuff yourself with food and then all of a sudden you fall asleep? You're on the couch, man. You don't know why? The glucose. The glucose in that meal is putting you to sleep. I'm not trying to shame anybody that's 100% not. I'm not trying to shame. I'm just putting information out there. You can glean what you want out of it. Take what you want out of the information that I give to the raza. I feel a responsibility being Chicano Tube to give information and knowledge to the people that they might not hear anywhere else. And I'll put my channel on the line. Let me be like one of these natural remedy doctors that gets blocked. I'm good, gente. I'm good. I'll be back. I got more emails, right? I got another email I'll use and I'll start up another one. And I'll be back and my real ones will tap in. But I'd rather do that and one person, the light bulb turn on and be like, shit, no wonder. Look what Mikey's telling me. My immune system, it needs a reset. My white blood cells, I need to let them handle their business. Anyways, Brenda loves giving information right now. That's right, Mikey. You know we have to. I try, amiga. I try. You know what? I've been guilty in the past. I want to say this. I'm glad Denise just made that comment and that I highlighted it because I want to say this. If I've never said this before, I want to say it now. If I've had any disagreements with anyone in the past, mostly that those were like with the Salinas report and stuff like that back then. I wasn't where I was at now, maturity wise. I definitely wasn't. Also, I was associating with pendejos. I didn't know were pendejos, but who knows who behind the cameras and internet. I have no qualms or no beef. I'm trying to uplift everyone. If we ever had a beef, even with one individual, there was one individual, right? He did a video and he put out screenshots of text messages about me, right? You know what I did? I tried calling him. He didn't pick up the phone. I'm pretty certain he didn't pick up the phone because guilt was all right. Like, oh, fuck, why is Mikey calling me? He's probably wanting to get into it on the phone. That wasn't even it, hermano. That wasn't even it. You know why I tried to call you? I tried to call you to tell you, brother, I'm not even mad at that video. You put out our text messages. I'm not even mad about that. Stay blessed. That's all I want to tell you. That would have tripped him out. A lot of people don't believe, what do you mean he's putting out your text message? I have no qualms with anybody. I need to sleep with my conscience at night. So uplift people, yes. Anyone can tap into Chicano Tube. Anyone can tap into Chicano Tube. I don't care. I don't play those games, those kid games about gangs and all that. No. You want to play you want those kind of politics? Go to Hoodstocks. Go to American Cholo. He might get mad that I say that, but how confusing, and I'm not trying to take a shot. I was just talking about squashing beefs. I have no problems with anybody. If they have a problem with me, let them go to bed with that, not me. I'm here to put out the real. Imagine me being a positive channel or trying to help raza, and then all the videos I have, this guy, West Side 18th Street, this guy, Clover Gang, this guy, Big Hazard, this guy, Ballero. I'm just saying, let's use some common sense. But anyways, here's a good one. Diablo's in the casa kicking knowledge you can't get in college. Turmeric and ginger and beets and pomegranates, bilberry, etc. are also absolute. Turmeric, man. This little polvo, I think this is what the wifey puts in her coffee. I'm not sure, but maybe she'll comment. But I think this is what the wife puts in her coffee. I've seen this in the house. Okay. Turmeric, so many benefits that boost energy levels, immune system, all the way around, antioxidants, things that we need to keep us going in the day. Huge benefits. All it takes is a spoonful, little spoon. I know it's hard with the diet, gente. It's hard to go through the pinche drive-thrus. I know. But if you could at least wean it down, like the alcohol, gente, the alcohol was hard, man. When I started the channel, I was DJing most of the time. And you seen me, I had a 12-pack, a 6 every time. Modelos taste good. I'm going to keep that a buck. Modelos taste real good. But it was either tone it down, go to the seltzer drinks, which aren't even good anyways. But if you have to eat crap, eat less crap. Go to the seltzer drinks. That one was a big step for me. I still have a Modelo every once in a while. I'm not perfect with that. Just like I still have treat days. Of course I do. I got to keep my sanity. But 90-10, my diet is what's 90-10. Even if you did 80-20, one day, one meal a week, 2 meals a week, whatever it is that, you win yourself down from garbage to healthy, you would be adding 5 to 10 years of life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. All right, what else we got going on over here? I can't hold on to grudges. Gnarly Vato, I appreciate you for tapping in, my boy. Gracias, Gnarly Vato's in the casa. He got a YouTube channel también, speaking the real. So go ahead and hit his avatar también. Here we're here to network, lift up, expand our networks. That's how Chicano Tube, Dios, and this attitude is how Chicano Tube we got the 10K is by trying to help people and expand the network. I can't hold on to no grudges neither. I get, like again, I mentioned AC. He might be pissed at me. I know I've called him Alvin and the Chipmunks, and he sliced that mole off his eyebrow. I don't know. The Marvelous made fun of it last time. Marvelous made fun of it 1 week, and then the next week the mole sliced off again. I don't know, but I don't have any grudges. Absolutely not. It's so easy for me to forgive someone. It's a trip. It's a trip. I got another story that I put in the members only about me in Salinas Valley, and it has to do with forgiveness that other people would have been like, hell no. Hell, and it had nothing to do with politics. Okay. I got to do what I got to do just to make it home. Okay. So it had nothing to do with politics. It was about drug debts. But anyways, that's in the members only. We're gonna leave it in the members only. All right. If you want that's $7.99 something. And the members only get access to every content creator series of fighting fight there is. They have VIP tickets. Every single one of my members. I think that's the best perk on members only. So gracias. When I see those green stars next to the names, that's a real one. I appreciate you. The $7.99 and what YouTube takes half, but that shows me your true support, man. And I'm praying over all my members, man. I hope they get that back 100-fold. If not, they'll get it back at the tickets, especially Buzz and Cholo Trucker. Let's play that one real quick, man. Let me show you what's going on in 2 weeks. The middleweight strap is on the line.
Calling for the knockout, and I plan to follow through with that knockout.
It's all been talked about. Knockout. Come knock me out, homie.
Don't miss out, because April 27th, I'm sending him back to the commentary booth with Mikey.
I'm a good sportsman, I'm gonna keep it respectful, and I'm gonna help him out of the ring, you know what I mean? After what I do to him.
You come out how you did in that last fight you had, it's gonna be a short night for you.
You're gonna get an ass whooping.
I do have that feeling. I have a feeling someone's gonna get an ass whooping. I don't think this is gonna go to a decision, gente. Mile High Hustle is in the casa. Denver, Colorado is in the casa. How does a raza say? You know how in Califas, Mile High. If you're still in the comment section or you're still hearing, do they have slang for it? Like California, Chicanos call California Califas, and almost every city in California, this is what I call Chicano slanguage, not language. Slanguage, Selena Salas, Pacoima Pacas, or all this other stuff. Do they have a name for Denver? Is it Denvas? Now, I'm just asking. I don't know. You know how Chicanos do it, man. But anyways, I appreciate you. Mile High Hustle is in the house. I appreciate you. Diablo, that's right. Brenda Love. Miss Chicano Tube, got something to say. I also use grass-fed. Oh, here we go. That's a little bit more expensive. It can't be that much, right? Another $2, right, my amor? $2 or $3. Grass-fed organic butter. What about the oil? We no longer use vegetable oil. That's bad, gente. Vegetable oil. Here's what's gonna trip the gente out. Vegetable oil is like radiation. I was thinking of the I don't know why I was thinking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the pinche green slime and all that. It's like when remember the Ninja Turtles were when they touched it in the beginning of the intro of the cartoon, and then boom, they sprang up and mutated. That's like radiation. Vegetable oil. What other kind of oils is there? Corn oil. That's bad, really bad. And I know we eat it. I know the taco places eat it all the time. I know this. I know for a fact. But some places in Mexico cocinan la carne en su propio jugo. That's not oil. Why do you think they do that? En su propio jugo. That means when they cook meats, have you ever been to the street vendors and they have like a disco on the plancha? And that disco, they have all the carne in there, mixed. You're like, whoa, wait a second. Res is mixed with chorizo, is mixed with chicken. It's releasing its own juices. That's healthy. Vegetable oil, corn oil is real bad. What do we use here? It's olive oil. I don't know. I don't like the MCT. I'm just saying the taste. The DP's in the other room. She heard me, and she told me 3 oils. Maybe she'll comment the oils to get, but I like the olive oil. Again, it's just a hint. It hardly gives it any taste, but if you have to use oil, now I'm not talking about on the disco. Okay, I use vegetable oil on the disco. Of course I do. Of course I do. But do you see how just 80-20 of the diet fucking help you 10 years of your life, man? Brenda Love. That's right, Diablo. I appreciate you. That's right. We got Salas Califas checking in the building. Cabron, are you coming to the fight? Are you coming to the fight? It's in hometown. You ain't got no excuse, Cisco 831. Get at me right there at the bottom, cabron. Lock that number in. Put it Chicano Tube in your contacts, Cisco 831. I want to see you come out. There's going to be YouTubers there. I just don't want to put names out there. I'm not. You'll see them if you purchase the pay-per-view. It's a very affordable price, gente. It's less than $20. I know people were talking about the EBK and Stories fight. It's in the library. It's on the website. It's 15. It was $15. People want it to be free. People are saying, why don't you just get donations instead of asking people for money? How about you run your business on donations? Let's see how many months you keep your doors open. I mean, just come on. It's basic business. So anyways, you can still watch the EBK one. It's 15. And Tony, it's on the website. Content creator series of fighting. It's all over my community page. It's almost on every post, the link to the website. But Cholo Trucker and Buzz, I appreciate your guys' support. I got YouTubers coming. They're going to hit the red carpet. Yes, on this one, not every show is going to be cookie cutter. This one, we got a monster undercard. Golden Glove tournament finalists, Silver Glove winners, pro co-main event. They're pro fighters. I can't wait to see everyone that's confirmed with me that they're coming. I'm going to interview them, or maybe Si Se Puede will. You know, you got to back me up, cabron. Okay, sharpen up your interview skills, cabron. They're going to hit the red carpet with him. I'm just excited, man. I can't fucking sleep. It's 10 days, gente. It's 10 pinchy days, man. Gracias for your support. And then at the fight, let me just say this, though. Let me make a special announcement. At the fight, those that purchase the fight, you're going to find out who Stories Written by Current Prisoners' first ever title defense is going to be. No, it's not Paradigm. That one is looming. It's there. Trust me. That one hasn't gone anywhere, gente. Just because you haven't heard about it. I got to deal with one fight at a time, gente. One fight at a time. But at the event, Stories will be in attendance. The heavyweight champion will be there. Suited with the belt. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring the belt. Getting interviewed multiple times because other YouTubers that are coming, I'm not going to stop them from getting content. Any YouTuber that wants to come and wants to shoot content, shoot content. Shoot all the content you want. We got the red carpet and we got, ready. The red carpet will be ready for your interviews. We're going to make an announcement live. The first title defense from Stories Written. You're not a champion until you defend the title. Really, this might be Cholo Trucker defending his title. He's 1-0. Anyways, we'll make that announcement at the fight. The first title defense for Stories Written by a Current Prisoner. I'm trying to, I'll give you guys something. Give you some incentive to purchase the fight. It's going to be a hell of a fight, man. It's going to be a hell of a fight. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put up some weigh-in clips. Okay, that's what I'm going to do during fight week. I'll put up a new promo video that the King Kong Graphics, gracias, my boy, he did. A new promo video he did. I'm also going to put weigh-ins. I'm going to put some weigh-in clips that he did. A couple things are going on. And this Friday night, catch me on YouTube Streets. Shout out to the fellas, Dylan, the Villain, New Age Plug. Shout out to Boston Boss. Shout out to Ronnie Blue Eyes. Man, shout out to AZ Ruction. Shout out to, who am I forgetting, cabron? Oh, I'm forgetting someone. But this Friday night, catch me on YouTube Street. It gets cracking over there. It gets cracking in those lives over there. Catch me on YouTube Streets. This is that West Coast, Midwest, Florida, East Coast connection. That's going down. Same time, 7 o'clock. Maybe there's a thumbnail. If there is, I'll share it myself. That way you guys can tap into that. This gang shit is dividing us for 60 or more years. Absolutely. But what kind of YouTuber would I be saying, yeah, the gang shit. Next thing you know, West Side, 18th Street. Or the fellas. That's what I'm saying. I tell the youngsters this constantly. I said, youngsters, do you think the guy sitting in front of a camera with a tank top and his hat on acting like an overgrown kid, do you think that's a real one? And I genuinely ask the youngsters this because they might not know what a definition of a real OG is. They might not. They might think that, IG has the right definition of an OG. It's not that. It's someone that was born, was raised in strife and toil and struggles and strife. Unfortunately, had to spend his youth in the system. Unfortunately, also, this has to be an OG. You can't be an OG without these things I'm saying. And then unfortunately went as an adult and stayed in the system, but mentally made that change, came back, and is telling the youngsters it's not cool to catch bullets. It's not cool to live in poverty. It's not cool to have roaches crawling all over you. The cool thing would have been like this youngster over here that listened to his parents and didn't have to go through all that. Didn't have to spend his teenage years in YA chasing someone with a knife or getting chased with a knife for years in YA. That wasn't his upbringing. His upbringing was better because his parents instilled in him the right choices. That's an OG. That's an OG. I am bringing no one on the platform that is not on that tip, period. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many views you have or likes, or that's not the game I play. I don't play games on here. I spit the real. Miss Chicano Tube's in the building. We're going to have to wrap it up. It's 8 o'clock. Holy smoke. And I started early. I'm at a far better health at 42 than when I was 30, thanks to organic clean keto. We're going to talk about that, gente, when we come back on the next Chicano hour. I think we're going to do a whole health episode because we really need to drill down. I'm glossing over things. I'm hitting key bullet points, but we haven't drilled down into anything yet. Yes, I use turmeric for everything with a little bit of black pepper. Okay, there you go. Sea Dog's in the casa. That's right. Sea Dog. I tapped in with Sea Dog the last time I was in Mex. I tapped in with Sea Dog, man. Sea Dog is a real one, man. He's solid as hell, man. I appreciate you, Sea Dog. Gracias for tapping in. That's right, Mile High. That's right. Sea Dog, Sea Doggy, she said. That's right. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Carlos in the casa. He's laughing as hell, man. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Kyle to the pinche pelea way. If you want to see that Cholo Trucker fight, let me know. Denise Castillo hit something right here. Forgiveness is no joke. It's no joke. But once you do it, trust me, you feel 1,000% better. It's no joke. It's crazy. I don't want to tell the whole members only story, but people were avoiding me. A lot of people were avoiding me. And when I let it go, I released it because of me. And just a little bit of faith here. How could you let things go? It's because he forgave me that I could forgive everyone. It's not, I don't have it in me to forgive, but he forgave me. I could forgive everyone. I guess that's boom. I don't guess that's what I know. Yard Rico says, let's go. He can't wait till April 27th. So real quick, I asked Yard Rico, I said, man, is Kill Shot going to be there? Buzz's sparring partner, his name is Kill Shot. I think he's a 185er. He just knocked somebody's teeth out at bare knuckle fighting championship like 2 weeks ago. He just knocked somebody into the next dimension. Yard Recall is training with killers, man. He's training with killers. If Kill Shot comes, cabron, I got to get that interview. On the red carpet, I got to get that interview. On the 5 minutes, cabron. Let me know. Denise Casper, thank you. Mike, prayers up for you. No, I send my prayers right back to you. Every day is a good day above ground. Tomorrow's not promised. You know what's funny is when I got into like the adult institutions, right? Members only shit, right? I would wake up every day, and you had to, being on a 4. I would wake up every day and I would be like, Lord, thank you for waking me up and give me the strength to make it through this day. I still do that to this day. That's one habit that has not left me. I wake up every morning, and I'm not talking about get on my knees anymore, like an hour and a half, like I used to pray every morning. I say it in my head, but I'm leaning and I'm like, Lord, thank you for waking me up and give me the strength to make it through this day. That's grace. It's all grace. Little Mike's in the casa. That's right, carnal. I appreciate you. Here's a member right here. Gracias. He got that member yin yang sign right here. It's one of my real ones right here, man. Here's all these stories. Bro, if I told all those stories in the members only aquí in public way, people would look at me crazy, different. Those are the ones that would probably get a lot of likes and views, especially if you make a crazy thumbnail, something like that. But like I tell the youngsters, you don't get out and pick up where you left off, nor do you need anyone to validate who you are. If you're a man, you got a pair, you're a man. If you're a woman and you're mature, then you're a woman. You don't need anyone to validate who you are. That's right, carnal. I'm going to see you, Little Mike, real soon, cabron. 10 days. Little Mike was in the house for Stories versus EBK. He's a member. He gets that access for like $7.99 or whatever, $8.99, whatever it is. I'm going to see you real soon, carnal. Gracias, Little Mike. You guys, we hit 8 o'clock. I know I'm missing a lot of comments. Denise Castillo says, Team Cholo. That's right. Cholo Trucker is not new to this. He's true to this. This is not his first rodeo. Matter of fact, to me, this is like a title defense. This is like validation for Cholo Trucker. Why do I say validation? I'm not saying he's not valid. This is why validation, some people are calling it. Why? This is not an amateur fight. There's no headgear. This is a real pinchy fight. I don't put on boxing fights. I keep saying this. I put on real fights. So to Cholo Trucker, this is like his anyone that fights in content creator series of fighting, this is like a pro debut, but I call it semi-pro because they're fighting like pros. They're fighting like pros. That's how grown men do it. Forget having this big old helmet on your head that looks like, it's like, what is that? Team Cholo here too, but respect both men. Okay. Well, Miss Chicano too, taking sides already. Well, she will be in the building, of course. Right by my side. So, gracias to her, and she's Team Cholo. Si se puede is not pushing a line, but he's keeping it down the middle, but I respect it, and I understand why, cabron. We're commentators. We can give our opinion, Wade. People will respect you. Who are you going for? I know Buzz is from the area, your area. Stockton's in the casa. I can't wait to announce both gentlemen. I'm going to raise the roof because this is the return of Cholo Trucker. Little Jefe 1, what's up, Mikey? What's up with you, cabron? Are you coming to the fight, Way? Text me right there if you want the information, cabron. Go ahead and hit me on the text line. Little Jefe 1, here's another day wonder. I don't know why he didn't have a wrench. Does he have a wrench? Little Jefe 1 didn't have a wrench? Oh, no. No, man. Ray didn't have a wrench. 831. Now you got that wrench, cabron. Where's Little Jefe 1 at, man? I'm going over 8 o'clock, but you guys know what it is. Here it is. Okay, I had to scroll up a little bit. Little Jefe 1. There you are, my boy. There you are. Okay, I know I'm missing a lot. Arizona's called Arisa. Yeah. Arizona's called Arisa. That I have heard of that one. I was there. I was there when they were started opening up. What is it called? Florence. They started transporting. I couldn't believe it. This is in the early 2000s. They started transporting out of state prisioneros over there. I was like, what in the world? I'm like, man, you take California guys anywhere, they're gonna stir the pot, man. Let's just keep that a buck, man. California guys are gonna want to push California, put California rules everywhere they go. That's just all they know. That's just all they know. No, it's hard to let that go. Here's Miss Chicano 2 said, vegetable and all seed oils cause the sea. Gente. Man, I don't know what else to say. Series is C-Town. Oh, is that how far I'm back in the comments I am? Man, when I made that comment about a Mile High Hustle, if they call Denver, Colorado, anything, Chicanos call it anything, my bad. He probably jumped off the live, man. Eyes never lie. No, they don't. The eyes, they never lie, Chico. They never lie. He was crazy for taking Frank's girl. That was crazy move. But that's how he was raised. He knew to spot the fake and that the real would always take the fake down. Easily overshadow the fake. The fake would get intimidated by the real. As soon as the real comes in the room, the fake starts talking. Look at this. Da, 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 da. But the real doesn't adapt to the atmosphere. The real changes the atmosphere. I mean, if you want to take it there, we got take it there. We got content creator series of fighting. Run the pinchy fade. Don't be a chavala, But here's these other people that got to get 50 people involved. Gold Toes went down real quick. We're going to end it with this, man. Gold Toes went down to no jumper again. Did he go 100 deep? 3 deep plus Gold Toes. Maneuver, moving, a real one amongst the people. They hate it. I know. I heard the podcaster say, well, you know what? They don't show love over here. Well, wait a second. This is a business move. Going to no jumper is a business move. What you're saying is trying to hold people down from putting more food on their table by saying, well, we don't go over there. This is that. That's the gang stuff. Okay, cool. Be the gang member then. Be the overgrown gang member. That's cool. Do what you do. You call it solid. That's cool. Call it solid. But let me ask you this. How much does solid deposit in your bank every month? How much does street cred deposit in your bank every month? Shit that I tell the youngsters. I don't want to put too much out there. But anyways, it is what it is. No, that's good shit to put out there, actually. That's really good shit. Gnarly Vato, dang, it's going down. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, man. You saw that trailer? Yeah, there's another video that I'm going to drop during fight week. There's more graphics. I'm going to jump on YouTube Streets on Friday. Anyone that wants to collab on the promotion, get at me. If we could do it at a time that's convenient for me, I appreciate it, cabron. I got a lot on my plate. Not only this office, that office, and the family. Obviously, I balance it. But these fights, man, it doesn't even feel like work to me, man. This is really a passion. I think I found something that my heart beats to now. I could be like, all right, I don't mind negotiating deals with fighters all day and promoting. I love doing this. I love it. What did I miss? DL, you didn't miss much, cabron. We talked about a lot of things. A lot of people were asking me. I opened it up by talking about a 72-hour fast that I'm on. I do a 72-hour fast because at 24 hours, a lot of dead parasites come through your body. 48 hours is the magic number where your colon gets cleansed and your immune system reboots. But if you can make it to 72 hours, you'll have a complete reset and cleansing of your entire organism, which is the goal. I do this once a month. It's a water fast. No, I don't buy the best alkaline water. I should buy alkaline water just for this cleansing, but I stop smoking. I stop everything for 72 hours and give my body the chance to do what it needs to do naturally. Chana Solorio, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. With all due respect, I don't know what you mean. With all due respect, real recognized, real. I think so, but a lot of my real partners aren't on the internet. And the ones that are real ones on the internet, you could tell who they are. They don't want to bicker back. Like Tony A. I'll give you an example. We are just talking a couple weeks ago. Tony A. He doesn't want to bicker back and forth. He'll take it there if you make it take him there. But what he's going to say, he's going to tell you what real ones tell you. You know what? No cameras, nothing, man. Let me just push this table. Come and pull up. Talk to me like a man face to face. We'll move this table, handle our business. No cameras at all. And after that, we respect each other. We don't got to talk. We don't got to be friends, but there's respect. That's real ones. That's a real one. You imagine running to other grown men to help you fight your battle. I know. That's crazy. It's like the people that say, if one jumps, all jumps. What in the hell is that? All of us. You're bringing people into the situation? What do you mean, all of us? They're disrespecting all of us. They're disrespecting you. Not disrespecting all of us. They're disrespecting you. Those things are happening because of your mouth or what you did. And now you want to bring all of us into it? That's collateral damage. Teenage thinking. It is what it is. Much respect, hermano. That's right. Southtown SD's in the casa. I appreciate you. Oh, that's the new avatar right there, cabron. What is that? Way? A bully? I always wanted a bulldog way. I always wanted an English bulldog puppy. I got golden doodles. They look like baby lions. Cute as hell. You've probably seen some videos maybe on IG. Go to my IG if you want to see those videos. I always wanted an English bulldog, man, but that looks like a beast, cabron. Mystic Max says Pam spray. I don't know how good Pam spray is. Most Pam spray might be vegetable and corn oil based, to be honest with you. Again, aceite is, unless it's a visco, it's not giving all the overall flavor to the food. It's just that layer of cooking that's needed. Not because you can't get a non-stick pan, but it's just, a little bit of oil, right? But let's use olive, cabrones. Who doesn't like green olives? I could eat a whole pinchy bowl of green olives with a little toothpick all damn day. Now imagine that as an oil. Use that. DL says 72 hours. Whoa, yeah, 72 hours because, wait, DL, you got the avatar right there. How come our ancestors, let me end it like this. And I got to end it. It's after 8 o'clock, and I started early too. How come our ancestors didn't have the sea? And how come our ancestors didn't have all of these diseases that were prevalent? Someone could say, well, they weren't exposed to it. There are on other continents. You want to argue? We can debate that. But still, how come? How come it wasn't prevalent? Because of what they're eating. And because in between the eating, when they had to go hunting, they were killing a buffalo every pinchy day. They were fasting. And what does a fast do? Exactly what God intended it to do. Clean your body. Gente, man, we got 52 people in the comment section on the live. Gente, do me a favor, though. Just hit that like button one time, por favor, before I go. Just hit the X on the chat. there's a thumbs up button. Just hit that thumbs up button if you appreciate anything that we did here. Open live, open topics. I hadn't done one in a while. Usually I hit some bullet points, or I actually want to do, I'm going to do a video, gente. I am going to do a video on Spanish history. On Spanish history. Some people were like, what in the world? I thought you were just dropping videos about natives, the boarding school nightmares, and all the tragedies of their history that has been kept out of U.S. history. Why are you going to talk about the Spanish? Some people call it the colonizers. I don't call Spaniards colonizers. I'll tell you why. Is Spain the only country that colonized another country? No. So again, I'm gonna do one because as a Mexican, there's no Mexican that should be ashamed of their blood. Absolutely zero. There should be not one Mexican here in this chat or here anywhere that should be ashamed of where they come from. So I'm gonna do one on Spanish history. I'm gonna try to keep it to an hour, but I know I kind of go on and on. But I'm gonna try to read bullet points. I'll write some bullet points down and go through them. That way we can have the Spanish history up until they came, the Inquisition, who launched it, what king sponsored it, how that all came about, and what empires actually ruled Spain all the years, because they weren't dominant empire. They were ruled by a lot of people. Muslims too. At one point, the Muslims controlled Spain. So we'll go through the history on that, just because I'm a proud Chicano. I'm a proud Mexicano, and I'm proud of my blood. What? I can get you a bulldog, which is got on Frenchie game. Okay, well, my Frenchies are little bulldogs way, and they have like the sharper ears, the triangle ears, right? I want an English bulldog way, and they're pricey, cabron. They're pricey. Matter of fact, I think it was Cultura Cafe that also told me he could tap me in with someone that has an English bulldog. Right now, I'm just giving it some time, man. I had a dog pass away. It was a year. It was during the 49er and the Dallas Cowboy game when they met in the playoffs. Remember that? It was like a year ago, 2 years ago, right? That day at halftime, I was smashing on the gas with my daughter. It was a medical emergency. I had a dog pass away, and that shit hurt, man. I can't understand people that say they have 10, 12 dogs all over their yard, holes dug everywhere. I'm like, oh, no. I'm not, I don't, this cycle of, a child passes and replace it with another child. To me, that's just another funeral down the line. You know what? I'm slowing shit down. But when I do get a bulldog, every single day, I'm going to be on that cabron or cabrona. I don't know if it's going to be a him or her. I want the bulldog, man. I'm going to have my bulldog, man. And I want it to be a gray bulldog. It could be a brown. It could be spotted. I don't know. I'm thinking gray. Have Tony fight without the mask. Cabron, he didn't have a mask on. And rest in peace. I want rest in peace to Big Al, man. When he passed away a couple months ago, that shit hurt the Chicano community, because obviously he's one of the top 3 Chicano movies of all time, which is Bound by Honor. And it was a very controversial short that I did. Is Miklo a Chicano? People were going crazy on these shorts. I want to hear your opinion. Gente, if you see me drop a short and I have a question mark behind it, take a second to drop a comment. I want to hear people's opinions, and those that educate me on something I didn't know, I appreciate that. Which is what you need to fight off. Which is what you need to fight off blood cells. Well, fights off. I don't know if you phrased that right. We need white blood cells, because the white blood cells is what helps us fight. That's what you need, cabron. So we don't need to fight off white blood cells. This is what happens. White blood cells occupy most of their time fighting shit we put in our body in different environments that we're exposed to, shit that comes into us from either what we consume, the environments that we're in. Our white blood cells have to fight that. And then when we come down and get something that's sick, that's terminally sick, that's critically sick, our bodies can't even, the white blood cells can't even fight them off because of all the fighting they're already doing. I'm not saying they ever get tired of fighting. I'm just saying, why don't we let them do their job? You like my ringtone? Órale.
Call from
Southtown SD.
Southtown SD's in the casa. My bad, carnal. The people, I wanted to let the people hear the ringtone. Órale, what you got to say, my friend?
Hey, órale.
Dime.
What's up, bro?
Good. Dime.
Nah, just tapping in, carnal. Oh, so the dog on my profile, that's a shorty bull. And a shorty bull is English, Frenchy, Daffy bull, and American bulldog.
Do you breed them?
Yeah. They're working bulldogs. They've been around 24 years.
Shorty bull. I never heard of that one. Shorty bull, man. Gracias for tapping in. Gracias for letting me know that right there. What do you think about everything we've been talking about?
Oh man. Yeah, let me I'll share my point of view. I heard a little bit, tapped in like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, bro, look, I'll tell you like this, man. A lot of people, like when I see on social media, raza homies that say things in regards to other raza regarding to either where they're from or who they are. Honestly, it's a couple of things. Immaturity, because it happens on everybody does it from every genre, from everywhere. But obviously we pay attention to our people. But it's immaturity, bro, because when you start to go places and do things and you hold on to their mentality, it just holds you back. And it just shows people, people who've been there and done that already, just they can kind of see like, he's still on a lower level. And
stuck in that cycle.
Because when you truly are, and it's easy to say and act that way around your homies and on the phone. But when you're face to face, most people, come on, unless you really want to be locked up, unless you really don't care about your freedom, you're not going to do that, bro, because that's what you got to think about. You know what I mean? So anybody who has any type of love for themselves, which is what you got to have first, is you got to love yourself, and any respect for yourself, and you see yourself as a respectable man, then you conduct yourself that way until anything else, arises, and then you take it from there. But I speak from experience, bro. My kennel is Southtown SD, okay? And when I went up to Modesto, I wasn't even thinking on that level. I was a married man with kids and showing dogs, but I was wearing all blue. My shirt is blue, big old letters across the front that said Southtown. And I see this vato in red with a red 49ers jersey. It was the first time I ever seen a homie wearing that much red. Came up on the bike. We started talking about the dogs. No issues at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can't mention so many different times, different places up north that I've never had any problems because I conduct myself respectfully, and everybody, fortunately, that I met was the same way. And I think for the same reasons. You can tell and feel. People that feel a little weird, they stay quiet, they stay to the side. That's fine. Not everybody's the same. And if you feel like you don't like people that you don't even know, then go ahead and stay in that little tiny little world. But when you start to travel the world and meet people from other places and meet your people from other places too, to me it's a blessing, bro. And I look for the good, and I don't I try to see the bright side of everything. But that's how I see it, bro. It's immaturity, and if you really a real G, will work on all levels. Like, you got to level up. But to level up, it's not about violence. It's not about any of that. Only to protect yourself, but not to attack anybody.
I think you hit the nail on the head, carnal. I really do. When I could tell you've been through some things, and when you've been there, you're trying to help someone not fall in the same traps.
Exactly, bro. And I have been blessed to travel all over. I'm 50 years old, carnal. I've been, to me, I've been most blessed to travel Mexico, to have gone to more than 15 states, stay there for a good amount of time, study, learn. And then I had 2 tios, one from each side of the family that did the same thing when they were young, bro. They wanted to learn, and they traveled Mexico and the pyramids, and they've told me all of their stories. And that's how I have a lot of knowledge myself too. I've been blessed, man. But just in dealing with our people, or anybody, but especially our people, man, we should definitely treat our people better. I think it has been better, because I remember as a youngster, I was in that phase where the older cats were still considered being called a Chicano as a derogatory term.
Órale.
And so a lot of those cats didn't like that, right? But I'm from the generation where we were proud to be called Chicanos. You know what I mean? So And then with the Miklo thing, yeah, Miklo's half. If his mom's Mexicana, which is in the movie she is, and he's a Chicano.
Hey, his mom was browner than me. You know, she's browner than me.
Yeah.
Lupe. And
I got a Miklo. My older brother is his Sandy, rest in peace. His mom was white. So my older brother's half white, dog. But
that's right. I guess people get
you know,
offended if when you get technical with things, that's when people get offended. And the technical things
yeah.
just exist because they are what they are. But the last thing I want to do is trying to stir I don't try to stir the pot or anything like that. At the end of the day, we're one race. It's the human race.
Oh yeah. Hey, real quick before I forget too, brother, check this out. When you look at the Spaniards, the Spanish history, trip on this. Look up La Malinche. Look up La Malinche. And I bet you people will get mad right now when they hear this, but believe it or not, but there's Mexicans in Spain because Malinche had sons with different Spaniards, and I believe she had a son with Hernandez or maybe even Cortez, but she takes him back. He took him back to Spain with them. So there could be people with Spanish last names who are actually Mexicanos. It's a trip, bro. It's a trip. Like our history is deep. You got to look that one up. And then there was a samurai too. The Japanese went to Acapulco, and the natives there killed the samurai. So they got back on the ships and went to Tenochtitlan, and then there they made peace, and a samurai stayed, and his bloodline is still in Mexico. His descendants still live. Look that one up too.
Cabron, when I drop that thumbnail on that topic, if I open the phone lines up, you got to tap in, Cabron.
Whenever, yeah, I tried to send you a message to Instagram, bro. I don't know if they're getting to you, but brother, I was in full-time ministry for 16 years también. I have a lot of knowledge that I want to share. Just holler at me anytime, dog. I'm more than, you know.
I'm gonna lock it. I think I already have your contact in there. We're gonna talk real soon. I appreciate you for telling me that, because I'm gonna drop that video pretty soon. Because again, I try to balance things out. I don't want, obviously I identify. Soy Chicano. Yo sé que soy, but both bloodlines that are in me, I am very proud of both. I mean, how could I be a Mexicano and not be proud?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I think people might misconceive that being proud of being native doesn't take anything away from being having the Spanish. Look, I'll tell you like this: my grandfather, his placazo was Indio, right? Indio, but bro, and all my people have their placazos. But come on, dog, we listen to norteños, we listen to my grandfather like tangos, like Spanish music, the music, even with indigenous music. But yeah, bro, come on, dog, we listen to rancheras, like all of that, dog. That's part of the Spanish side of it.
You know what? So real quick, Sultan SD, before you go, someone commented, Silvia Lopez, La Malinche. You've heard that expression, right? Said about people, and that's supposed to be like a traitorous term.
A traitor, yeah,
something like that.
Yep.
What do you think about that? Should we do away from that? Is that a bad stereotype? Or is what happened? That was just the course that was going to be run, and you couldn't change it whether you liked it or not? What do you think about the term when they call people Malinche?
I think it is what it is to describe a female traitor, because yeah, in the story, she just did it as revenge because she was traded as a slave, and she was smart and she knew the languages, and so that's why she was part of helping translate Nahua, Mayan, and then Spanish.
Also, so it's not a love story?
No, bro. No, it's more of a revenge, bro, because she was, you got to look it up, bro. It's a crazy story. I've read two different ones because, again, bro, and then I've also talked to people that lived in Mexico and got the story. My coworker is the first one who told me the story. And he told me, the same thing that I've seen in the YouTube videos, that they sold her as a slave. And so her payback to the Mexica was, okay, when the Spaniards came, she was able to communicate, bro. And then so they realized how smart she was. And then that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a trip. He got her pregnant and had a kid. Like, the story is insane. I'm surprised that there hasn't been a movie made about it, because it's just what she did, and bringing like the the Mexica and the Maya together. That in itself is a crazy story to hear. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much history, bro, that I'm still learning myself. Like I was telling you, like when I had mentioned also, bro, my homeboy who's a descendant of King, I think it's Chief Mocha, something like that. Bro, it's crazy, bro, to see the bloodline paperwork, and then if he wants to, he can go, like I said, go to Mexico and receive royalties, bro, from having that royal bloodline. Like, the records are there. There's records that were destroyed through floods and in certain cities, but as far as like history, that is well documented for sure. The most like so let's say the last, maybe even if the 100 years aren't there, but before that, I think a lot of that is still there because it was done in format that it couldn't be.
You know what? I'm gonna send you a text message. May, we got some holidays that are coming up, the Battle of Puebla and other things. Maybe we'll do something around those dates. I'll send you a text message after this live. Gracias for tapping in, Southtown SD.
For sure, man. Hey, if you're in San Diego, come to Chicano Park Day. It's this weekend at Chicano Park.
That's right.
I'll be taking footage. I'll probably go live right there so everybody can check it out.
All right. I'm gonna send me that link to your channel one time. I can subscribe to it right after this live, please.
For sure.
Ándale pues.
All right, brother.
Cuídate mucho.
Good. Okay.
You take care.
God bless everybody.
God bless.
Bye.
That's right. Southtown SD's in the casa. So we're talking about Malinche. Okay. We'll talk about that because I want to do a video on Spanish history, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Open live, open topics. Gracias to everyone that called in, dropped comments. I highly appreciate you guys. Hit that like. We're going to come back Friday night at 7 o'clock. Same place, same pinche time, same street, which is Chicano Street. Gracias, you guys, for tapping in one more time. Hit that like button. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. We're going to end it one more time with a reminder about April 27th, 7 p.m. This is what's going down. The middleweight strap is on the line.
I'm calling for the knockout, and I plan to follow through with that knockout.
It's all been talking about knockout. Come knock me out, homie.
Don't miss out, because April 27th, I'm sending him back to the commentary booth with Mikey.
I'm a good sportsman, I'm going to keep it respectful, and I'm going to help him out of the ring, you know what I mean? After what I do to him.
You come out how you did it in that last fight you had, it's going to be a short night for you.
You're going to get an ass whooping.
Gracias for tapping in one more time. Remember what I always say, gente. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.